Do I look like I know what a JPEG is? I just want a picture of a goddamn hot dog. Hot dog. Hot dog. Hot dog. JPEG, JPEG, hot dog. Hot dog. Hot dog. Hot dog. JPEG, JPEG, hot dog. Hot dog. Hot dog. Hot dog. JPEG, JPEG. Do I look like I know what a JPEG is? Do I look like I know what a JPEG is? Do I look like I know what a JPEG is? Do I look like I know what a JPEG is? What a JPEG is? What a JPEG is? Do I look like I know what a JPEG is? Do I look like I know what a JPEG is? Do I look like I know what a JPEG is? I just want a picture of a goddamn hot dog. JPEG. JPEG, JPEG. Hot dog. Hot dog. JPEG. Hot dog. JPEG. I just want a picture of a goddamn hot. Do I look like I know what a JPEG is? I just want a picture of a goddamn hot. Do I look like I know what a JPEG is? I just want a picture of a goddamn hot dog. Hot dog. Hot dog. Hot dog. JPEG, JPEG, hot dog. Hot dog. Hot dog. JPEG, JPEG, hot dog. Hot dog. Hot dog. Hot dog. JPEG, JPEG. I just want a picture of a. I just want a picture of a. I just want a picture of a. I just want a picture of a goddamn hot. I just want a picture of a god. I just want a picture of a god. I just want a picture of a god. I just want a picture of a goddamn hot. Do I look like I know what a JPEG is? Do I look like I know what a JPEG is? Do I look like I know what a JPEG is? I just want a picture of a goddamn hot dog. I just want a picture of a goddamn hot dog. I just want a picture of a goddamn hot dog. A picture. A picture. A picture from a goddamn hot dog. Hot dog. Hot dog. Hot dog. Hot dog.
Guten Morgen. What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing? All 300,000 bounty hunters in the star system. How y'all doing? Alright, anyway. How's things? Oh, okay. How's things? Everything good? Do I look like I know what a JPEG is, boy. I just want a picture of a goddamn hot dog. Anyway, how's everybody doing? Is the war ending today? Maybe. I got you addicted to this game? Yeah, my bad. Dude. Sweet! Just remember, chat, with our imaginations, there's no limit to what we can imagine. There's so much snow. Well, this isn't where I parked my car. Oh, there's water in the exhaust. So 17 laps with gas for oil. Yeah. It kind of worked. I mean, that Crown Vic, though. Tesla, those engines, those mod motors are really good. They're really nice motors. I mean, there's not many motors you can get away with that for that long. I mean, even the mod motor lasted pretty. It was all right. And I'll bet you, Tessa, I will bet you, if they put oil back in the thing, I'll bet you it runs. Those are good engines, man. I have one. I have one in the Stang. Mine's a little bit hopped up, though. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's go. Yeah, not the safest thing to do. Bro, oh my goodness. I was sitting there. I'm like, you're going to start that with gasoline next to the fuel. I saw it. I called it. I'm like, do not start that next to your gas tanks. Are you freaking crazy? And then it blew up. I'm like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. They're all going to die. They're all going to die. They're all going to die. If this snow makes it to you, you're going to have a real fun time. Sneaky, yeah. Dude. You know what, man? I was out shoveling snow the other day. Like, serious talk for a second. I was out shoveling snow the other day, and I was just like, you know what? I don't really care. Like I hate snow. Like, don't get me wrong, I still hate it, but you just kind of got to deal with it, you know? So, it is what it is. Yeah, if we get snow again, oh well. Hey, Nazlik. What's going on there, bud? How you doing? How's the Great White North up there, guy? Everything good? I hope everything's good up there. Alright. We're back to glorious Nihon. Glorious Nihon steel. So, where are we? We're fighting the Germans. We're fighting the Germans, and I'm part of the Allies. You want a quick synopsis as to how we got here? So, it's 1950, and the Eastern Front is between the Germans and the Japanese. The table hasn't popped through yet, Tessa. Table hasn't popped through. It'll pop through when this war is done. Yeah, I decided to keep Menchukuo. Yeah. And Menkuko or whatever. So here's what happened. I played as Japan, and I invaded China, nationalist China, just like history. And then I did this thing. It's called Don't Attack the Philippines. I didn't attack the Philippines, and because I didn't attack the Philippines, right, the U.S. never embargoed my oil. And because they never embargoed my oil, I never attacked Pearl Harbor. And we took over China with help from the United States, which is hilarious. They funded my war efforts, the oil for my war efforts. And because I attacked Chiang Kai-shek first, Mao Zedong allied with me and Stalin allied with me, and I temporarily became part of the Comintern, part of the Soviet Union, basically. And then once that was done, and I'd secured all the land, and I built up an army right here, I betrayed them and promptly eliminated Mao, wiped him off the map. And then I eliminated Stalin and wiped him off the map while the Germans were attacking him on this side. The war technically ended, and I had made it basically to the Urals, so this was my kingdom. And then I got greedy because I don't like this guy. I don't like you. I'm not like you, boy. He's a wide eye. No good. No good. No good. So I promptly started invading Germany, and Mr. Hot Dog over here. Oh, we shall eat hot dogs on the beaches. We shall eat hot dogs in the air. We shall wrap them in buns. We shall never surrender hot dogs. Mr. Hot Dog over there, it was like, oh, do you want to join my cause? And I'm like, yeah, sure, that's fine. So I'm part of the Allies right now. Japan is part of the Allies, and the United States is not. The United States never joined World War II, and they just sat over there and did nothing. And supplied me with oil. Yep. Yep. Yeah, no, I agree, S-Master. Yeah. Naz, look, your son got back home from school too cold out. School closed this morning. Oof. What's Canada doing? Canada's part of the Allies. Yeah, I'm allied with Canada right now. Yeah, so, yeah, that's what we're up to over here. So, let's, keep fighting the war. So let me, go in and figure out what I was trying to do. We did take the Caucasus, so now I don't need the U.S. at all. I don't need the U.S. for oil at all. Like, at all. We are down on steel, though. I might need some steel from those boys. So, yeah. No Pearl Harbor, no war for the U.S. That's right. And glorious Nihon is taking out Hitler, and the U.S. is just like, yes, fight my pretties, but they'll get what's coming to them later. But I kind of like them because they supplied me with oil, so I won't forget that. How's Africa? Africa's doing okay. I don't think the Germans made it down there. Oh wow. Yeah, they're gonna do some work there. They have a lot of forces ready to fight. Oh man, look at that. Yeah, alright, let's do this. Let's take out the Germans. We're missing infantry equipment and we need steel. Alright, let's go grab the steel first. Okay, we're gonna need some from there. Alright, we need more infantry equipment. We're missing equipment production for a fighter. Well, we have jet fighters. I guess jet fighter might not be part of the same thing, huh? Might have to revamp some fighter squadrons there. We have resistance to occupation that I don't care about. Our air doctrine is maxed, so we're good there. I decrypted Shanxi, a country I invaded already. We have Romania's decryption going on right now. I'm decrypting the United States and the Germans right now. Okay, decisions available. I don't care about inter-service rivalries. Let's get some military parades going. I just got kicked from the Allies. Now. They've been doing that. They get all pissy. They get all pissy because I'm causing tension, but I'm causing tension against the guy that they're trying to invade, so... I'm ready to see this launch today. Skies look clear. Hell yeah. Alright, how are we doing on guns? We're down on infantry equipment pretty badly. I think I was recouping. That's what we were trying to do. When do I overcome that infantry deficit? So, infantry equipment, guys, is ammo. If that number goes negative, it turns out your troops don't fight very well if they don't have ammo and guns. I know. It's a shocking revelation. We got to make sure that we have surpluses here so we can keep the means to wage war. How about Australia? Australia is part of the Allies, dude. We'll deal with them later. They'll pay for kicking me out of the faction a bunch of times. There's a NASA teleconference going on. What about, Jim? How are we doing on guns? My 1884 trapdoor arrived yesterday. Oh. Very nice. Dude, we're to the Volga River. Not bad. We're still down on infantry weapons here. Just found out about it, so I came here thinking there'd be early space news. No, What's the conference about? The teleconference is about Artemis 1. Oh. Yeah, Jim, I didn't know about that. You know what I think we're gonna do?
We just normally don't do that extra analysis unless we have to. And that's true for the other hardware on the vehicle. Right now, we're not really looking at anything near term that we're concerned with.
I'm gonna
really have to be extended a period of time before we'd actually run into something that we would need to deal with. And then we would do the same thing we did during the shuttle program. We would look at the specific characteristics and then sharpen our pencils and do additional analysis with respect to the actual hardware we have on the vehicle, the experiences we have with our hardware, and there's some actual...
You like this historic speech.
So I think that's... I'm sorry, it's a long answer to your short question, but right now we're not looking at any... we don't have any immediate concerns for that.
Thank you. Our next
Hey, Catherine, if I could, this is Mike. I checked on Irene's question, and just to kind of follow up and maybe close it out. So, Pad A will be cleared during our launch ops. They should be okay during our wet dress. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Our next question is from Philip Sloss of NASA Spaceflight.com.
Sweet.
I guess this would be for Mike Bolger. Can you talk about specific types of instrumentation that are taking longer to close out? I understand there's a decent amount of ground test instrumentation that's going to be on the vehicle for the rollout. But is it ground test instrumentation? Is it development flight instrumentation?
Hey, Phil.
Is it on the boosters? We'd heard there were some issues that was going a little slower than expected. Thanks.
Yeah, sure. The booster DFI is instrumentation that
developmental flight instrumentation.
That is one of the long poles to get us out to launch. It's not problematic. It's just taking us longer to get it all installed, and then to we basically pack it in a mudder and an ablative to protect it. So that has run longer than anticipated. We do have other DFI on Orion and across the SLS. So it's really just more the volume of work and our first time working our way through it.
Yeah, and let me add, Mike's absolutely right. And when you see the rollout, you'll see we actually have a separate tray just for the DFI. So this is something we would do every flight in the future. It's strictly for this instrumentation. Mike Serafin will have to correct me.
Interesting.
I think we're probably the most instrumented vehicle ever to fly in the history of space. We have thousands of measurements we'll be taking on this test flight, a lot of instrumentation, a lot of harnesses. You'll see some of that on the roll. You'll actually get to see some of the routing of some of the stuff. So it does take a long time. It's a commitment on the part of the agency to get this type of information so we can fly the vehicle safely in the future and anchor our models. But does cause additional
anchor
work
our models right there. That's important.
And,
did you hear that?
In the future, once we have more data on the vehicle and how it performs through ascent and on orbit, we'll have less instrumentation. But for these first few flights, we really are flying a lot of instruments on it, and it does take a little time to finish up that work.
Thank you. Our next question is from Chelsea Goad with Space.com.
Hi, I'm not sure exactly who this question is for, but as you have all mentioned, this is clearly a complex mission, and the team is being meticulous, hence this being pushed back, making sure that everything's right before moving forward with the launch. But at the same time, I know that Tom, you mentioned there has been 24/7 work cycles, war rooms. Now, Artemis being a years-long program that will see many missions launch after Artemis 1, how do you see NASA striking a balance between adhering to hopeful deadlines and being meticulous, as you've mentioned?
Well, I think that's what we're doing today, Chelsea. We agree with you 100%. We had, we were adjusting our roll date because we reflect on the fact that we want to make sure we have people ready to go, and we're meticulous in it. In terms of the operation, Mike, and I'll turn it over to Mike, we have a lot of thought that goes behind that, and in terms of how we do the operations and separate out the work and make sure that no one individual is working, longer than they should, that type of thing. War rooms are just actually, I think, a good thing. It brings everybody together.
The Artemis
on
press
site,
conference.
and so we can all look at each other across the table from each other. It's actually probably not the right terminology. I have to come up with a better terminology. It's actually people coming together and really going, leaders that we have in quality and engineering and things like that, and actually going through the list and saying, hey, do we have this right? So I think those activities are actually good, and I think it will make for a better product.
Pretty much,
in terms of the technicians on the floor, Mike and I talk about this an awful lot. We really do care about them, and we're trying to strike that balance. And I think part of our conversation today is part of us striking that balance. Mike, did you want to add to that?
Yeah, sure. Because it's obviously an important topic. And in fact, we were talking with the Aerospace Safety Advisory Panel about, exactly that last week. And I was kind of talking about, we understood how important it is that we get this first launch right, because it enables the second flight and it enables, the whole 30-year program or however long it ends up being. And the ASAP chair said it really neat. What she said is,
the initial plans for 30 years. Did you hear that?
If your launch date and you have a successful launch, nobody's going to remember you missed your launch date. But if you hold your launch date and you have an unsuccessful launch, nobody's ever going to forget. And I think that's right. That's exactly how we treat it. So given that, you hear about war rooms and you hear about working 24/7. The other side of this is we at KSC it's always been viewed, if you can get the flight hardware to Kennedy, we're going to process it correctly and we're going to get it launched. And we really take a lot of pride in our ability to process the flight hardware and to meet our commitments. We do know there's certain elements of flight hardware we need to keep an eye on, like I think Eric mentioned the booster life or the booster stacking time and so forth. And we also know we're kind of getting to the events where people are buying tickets, if you will. People are paying a lot of attention, and so we're finding that right balance of continuing to push to get this launched as soon as we're ready, but not before. Ultimately, we're going to launch this flight hardware when the flight hardware is ready and when the team's ready. And so, always looking for that balance is an important part of what we do, and I really do feel like we're striking the right balance.
Thank you. We have time for about 2 more questions. The next question we'll take from Lauren Grush of The Verge.
Hi, thank you for taking my question. I kind of want to build on Chelsea's question a little bit. I'm wondering if you can maybe detail any changes that you're making as you go through this process to perhaps shorten the long gap between stacking and rollout for future Artemis missions. Thanks.
Yeah, Lauren, I'll say a few things and I'll let Mike talk about this too. First of all, this is a unique flow for us. We're doing extra tests that we wouldn't necessarily need to do on subsequent flows, and so that's unique. We did a modal test and we won't be doing a modal test again. So there's some unique aspects to this flow that are just inherent to the first time we fly the vehicle. And of course, we talked about all the instrumentation, which is will be unique for the first 2 flights, and then later on when we do an upgrade. And so those are unique things that we've asked Mike and his team to do that do take a little bit more time to accomplish. And then we're also looking, and Mike always does this, and he'll talk about this, we look at our experiences and say, we need to adjust our timeline for this type of work and then other work. There's things we can do to maybe become more efficient for the next flow. And so I think that's kind of, and Mike, let me let you talk some more about it, but I do think there's some uniqueness to this flow, and we kind of recognize that. And then also Mike and his team every day are looking for opportunities, and they actually build them in on an ongoing basis to be as efficient as possible.
Yeah, Tom, absolutely. I think you kind of pulled on it, right? Like we were talking a minute ago about all the DFI that we're putting on, we won't have that same
developmental
that same
flight
amount
instrumentation,
of,
guys.
unique instrumentation
Yep.
on a second flow. We've also got tests that are only run for the first time through the flow, like a modal test, for example, and a number of the different integrated test and checkout procedures that we have. So some of it will come easy and naturally. Others will be, like Tom mentioned, learning the lessons as we go. As we were integrating the Orion with the launch abort system, we were using a whole lot of scaffolding. We're taking a look at, is there a simpler, quicker way, if we have stands in the building, to avoid some of the time that we take setting up and taking down scaffolding. And the other side of it, it really is just first-time ops. I mean, it is new flight hardware. We've got new GSE.
Ground service equipment.
And
new pad.
The team, this is our first time using a lot of this stuff, and so we're, again, taking our time and being meticulous. Now we've been through it once. We saw as we were stacking boosters, the process of stacking a booster the first time through, it got much quicker, even as we got to the second and third segment as compared to the first. And we think we will see some significant improvements in the overall timeline between stacking and rollout.
Thank you. For our last question, we'll have Emery Kelly from Florida Today.
I changed the conscription laws.
Folks, thanks for doing this. Just kind of real quick with launch cadence, aside from SLS being what it is, I'm just curious whether it's hardware moving in front of the VAB,
so I can build factories better,
flight restrictions, or weather. What are some of the things that would cause you to need to pause work in the VAB, or do those affect that at all? Thanks.
Yeah, Mike Wilder, I guess that there isn't much that causes us to but I'll let you answer Emery's question.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the neat things about our current architecture. We do have the launch vehicle and the spacecraft in the VAB, out of, for the most part, out of harm's way from the weather and out of the danger areas associated with other launch vehicles and so forth. We're not completely immune. There are certain operations that we won't do if we've got lightning advisories, which of course in Florida, are not uncommon, although this time of year they're not a big issue. This past weekend, we were somewhat impacted by the cold temperatures because the VAB is a really big building and it's not heated, and so some of the goos and the glues, we say, some of the things that are affected by the temperature, we weren't able to do some of that work. But for the most part, in the VAB, we really aren't impacted by what's going on in the environment around us, and we're able to kind of work our way through it.
Thank you. That will conclude our question and answer session for today. Thank you for joining us. You can listen to a replay of this teleconference online by visiting the Media Resources tab at nasa.gov/Artemis-1 later this afternoon, and that's the numeral 1. Artemis 1 will be the first in a series of increasingly complex missions that will pave the way for missions with astronauts and as we prepare for human missions to explore Mars. The SLS rocket and the agency's Orion spacecraft, along with the exploration ground systems at Kennedy, will be the backbone of NASA's Artemis mission to take human exploration farther into space than ever before.
Okay.
To learn more about Artemis and follow our progress to the pad online, visit nasa.gov/Artemis-1, or -Artemis-1. Sorry about that. Thanks again.
Okay, cool. I heard what I wanted to hear. Yeah, so, fellas, let me just quick summation, and I'll say this again during Space News. So, they delayed SLS again because they're doing checkouts on DFI components, developmental flight instrumentation components. Long story short, this one is taking a little bit longer because of all of that. The SLS, stacking an SLS rocket in the future will not take this long. They're basically refining the process of putting the vehicle together, and there are extra steps to the integration process because they're installing all these extra sensors on it, because they want to get a good base table for how the vehicle performs. So it's just taking a couple of days longer. That's all. That's really it. So why? What do you mean base table? What does that mean? What does that mean? So when NASA launches this, they want this to be their control group scientifically, okay? This one is going to fly with all the sensors. All the sensors are getting all the information. And when that thing launches, you know, when it works, when it flies up into space and it does its thing, that data will be checked against all future missions. That's their base table. They're trying to get the base table. They're trying to get the control group. When you're doing a scientific analysis, right, you get a control group and you have your experiment, right? The way NASA does testing is that they need the control group first. This is the control. Oh, thank you, 251. So, yeah, you got to get a baseline configuration on the vehicle. That needs a lot of sensors, and that's what's taking a couple of extra days. Launch date is, Jax, at this point it's probably going to be March. I mean, yeah, it's probably going to be, March, maybe even April. Guys, I don't want to be the one that sits here and tells you that SLS is getting delayed again, but it happens. You got to be patient. Yeah, it's the bench test. Yeah, exactly, Chief. There you go. So the launch date is entirely dependent on the wet dress rehearsal. So when we have a date for the wet dress rehearsal, that should give us an approximate for the launch date. But what they want to do is they want to do the WDR. They want to roll out to the pad, test all that stuff, make sure that works, fuel the vehicle, take the fuel out of the vehicle, do everything that you possibly, like, basically the wet dress rehearsal and ground testing and rollout is basically testing all the different scenarios where that SLS could encounter when it's on the ground. So rolling out to the pad, if, you know, in the future we have a launch that scrubs, rolling back to the pad, detanking the vehicle, retanking the vehicle, stuff like that, going through a simulated countdown, etc., etc. It's, yeah, you got to do all this stuff, and you have to plan for every contingency. This stuff takes time. It does take time. That's a complicated vehicle, man. There's a lot of stuff going on. More time for you to plan your truck trip. Bingo. Yeah, it's the delay from the sensing equipment on the truck. What did you think I was talking about? No. It's just going to take a second, dudes. But anyway, let's get back to Hearts. We'll talk more about that during Space News. You got to be patient, man. It seems like it's just going to get delayed and delayed and delayed and delayed and delayed, delayed and delayed and delayed. But then it's going to launch, and it's going to be friggin' money. Just like Starship. Starship keeps getting delayed and delayed and delayed, and then it's going to launch, and it's going to be amazing. No static firing. The green run was the static fire, Rocky. The green run that's on my screen up there, where they did the Piggly Wiggly with the engines, that was the static fire, dude. That's right, Franco. Alright, so, back to Hearts. We do have a little bit of a weapon shortage, but I'm overcoming that. I'm trying to take the Crimean, but these guys are putting up a pretty awesome defense. Oh, Rommel was down there, but now it's Hoth. They moved the divisions around. We are down on supply in some areas here, especially up north. There's really not a lot of infrastructure up there. I did start putting... We were almost done with all of our factories. We almost have 200 civ factories, which is good. We do need more military factories because I'm not going to be able to hold a front this big. As we move further west, we will start getting into some better supply, and the front line will obviously get smaller and smaller until we get up here. But until then, I'm going to need to be able to support pretty much a 6,000-7,000 mile front line here, which is... Don't get ever involved in a land war in Asia. And it's also cold in game. So, yeah, pretty much got some grit going on here. Hoth? I thought it was Kolth. What I'm trying to do is break through the Crimean, go through to the Crimean Peninsula here. If we can hit Yalta and Sevastopol, then I can resupply from here, and we could push through and collapse their front from the back. That's why I have so much forces concentrated down here. But Manteuffel is putting up a pretty awesome defense. 585 versus 113.87. We got tanks fighting tanks. If we could take Rostov too, we should be in a really good spot. But they only have 2 divisions there. Let's see if we can get in there. I'm gonna hit it right now. I can only do kind of small compartmentalized attacks because I don't want to attack on the whole front. Oh, Lend-Lease came through. Yeah, I entered a Lend-Lease with the United States again. They delivered. It delivered out. My convoy should be going back up. Okay, that's actually really nice. So I can go back to over here, and we could start putting some money into building these tanks again. How am I doing on everything else? We got anti-air, we got anti-tank, we got armored cars. I'm down a little bit on artillery, and I'm down on tanks. I need more tanks for my tanker divisions. I'm going to take 2. We're going to put 1 right there. Oh, crap. The Germans caught him. Alright, we're going to have to go get him. Alright. So, we filled in a 10 on tanks and a 10er on artillery. We should be good. By the way, recently patched 0.5 lowers tank cost amongst other balances. Okay, floating. It's some hot tank on tank action. What am I fighting against? Panthers. Modern tank template 5 is Panthers, if I'm remembering right.
Discovery, go and drop.
Hey, Snake, 76-month resub, man. Thank you. We almost got our infrastructure completely built out. I built a lot of factories down in southern China because there's a lot of resources down there. They make a lot of really good consumer or civilian products, so you know, what did we call it? Cool consumer products area. This is the CCP area. Yeah, that's what we called it. Here we go again. Cheap consumer products. Yeah, CCP. Yeah, there you go. Alright. We should really build out some construction out here. Ready for more snow. Yeah, it is what it is. So we have 400. What are they operating at? Yeah, we gotta be careful, man. There's not... Yeah, we gotta be careful. They have double what I have. Let's just see. We might be able to break them. It's gonna... I heard they're aiming for 50 lulls, but I could be wrong. Oh, shoot. We took Rostov. I didn't even notice. Nice. That was a major supply hub. Like a major supply hub. See if we can pocket these guys. I'm gonna try to lock all these divisions on their templates here. And if we can circle them, they can't move when they're being attacked. So they can't move off the tile. If we can lock them onto these tiles, they won't be able to move. Man, dude, we got Rostov when they weren't looking. These guys are pretty screwed. That's gonna collapse the front on the southern. That's gonna collapse the southern front. We can hit them from the back, cut them off. If I can get the rail lines here. We're attacking with 6 divisions here. We're fighting against Heinrichi. Otozo Yamada. Yamada-san. Excellent. How long until high-speed cargo rail? Now try and circle the southern front. That's what I'm trying to do. The supply lines, the train track is right here. If we can open up the supply lines from Rostov to Hindenburg or Stalingrad, we should be good. See, they're trying to get away. Time to break your record of 30 divisions. Go for 50 or 60 this time. Yeah. That pocket down here. Oh man, that was bad. I almost felt bad doing that. Almost. Hit him from both sides. Go to that tile just so I don't pocket my own guys. Or I'm gonna need to redraw the orders here. Let's encircle these guys and then we'll go. They're putting up a good fight there. Okay, it's a meat grinder, but we should be alright. Hellfish, I gotta redraw my orders here, man. What is this guy in charge of? Motorized, cavalry expert. Motorized and mechanized, hell yeah. Almost there. Hey, drummer. Okay. They reinforced it. Fine. Stay on target. We got a ton of infantry equipment. Just got to get those tanks up and we should be good. Yeah, Hellfish, I can't. Can't do it. Sorry, do that. All right. Yeah, okay. Alright, Hilness. Computer really reinforced that pocket. We took Stellino, though. Hey, Havocs. You gotta be careful. We should. There's gonna be a counterattack here. You're welcome to fly along anytime I play Flight Simulator, iBuy. When will the next one be? I don't know, man. I'm just kind of playing other games, dude. That's all. Yeah, dude. We'll play though. Yeah, look at him. Hellfist, you see this? If we kick down the door, the whole structure will come crumbling down. Troops are moving on Voroshilograd. We took Stellino. Yeah.
Go and throttle up.
Air experience. What about it, Josh? It's a free mill factory for you, Jim.
Discovery, go and throttle up.
Kyoki Potato with an 18-month AOS and update drivers, which I have. At least, pretty sure, yeah. 4-month resub, and then Wasteland Gunner. Welcome to Mission Control. You go at throttle up. Thanks, man. Oh, dear. Gotta be careful. Gotta be careful we don't get pocketed here. I'm trying to circle them on the Crimean. And in the meantime, we will work on... Yeah, no, Hellfish, I'm trying... That's why I'm micromanaging this. I'm trying to be very careful. If we can close up the front here, everybody just attack that. They moved out, they didn't want to be pocketed, they reinforced right there with that Bulgarian army. Go right there. You guys hit them. Oh no, hold position there. If we could just close up the front here, we'll be alright. Right now I'm getting a little bit hung up with the tank division here. got starting to run into some pretty bad supply. Kyoki told you to? Oh, thanks, Wasteland. I appreciate it. Thank you for the sub. Oh. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, hellfish, right? They reinforced. We gotta take that, we gotta get that, pick that scab of tank divisions off of there. Railway guns hitting me somewhere. Closed up that pocket. Oh, I still gotta get those railroad tracks, man. Everybody hit that. We can close that up and get the railway. We should be good. I mean, there is 12 divisions there that von Wykes has started Lend-Lease. Okay. These tank divisions suck, man. They're such a pain in the butt. How goes the takeover? The anime takeover is going very well. Yeah, those divisions are backing off. That tank division is really good, that Panzer division. But we should be able to get them. We have the numbers and the guns. Western Front is... well, they're making progress. That's a lot of people. Voroshilivgrad, we're almost there. If we can nail this hellfish, we nail here, go north. Oh, that'd be righteous. But I'm not sure if I have the troops to be able to sustain that. But the tank division is really, really holding out there. The only way I can weed it out is hitting it on both sides. They reinforced. They reinforced with another division. I'll hit them with another one. See, it takes so long to wear these guys down that they move reinforcements in before I can weed them out. They don't have any organization. They can't hold against a force like this. I have too many guys. The Soviet Union's gone. Yeah, I attacked the Soviet Union instead of attacking the United States in this save as Japan. And Germany and I sandwiched Stalin. Yeah. Yeah, we sandwiched him. And then I backstabbed Hitler because he's an idiot. Because I fought and took all this in a winter war, and the Germans are like, well, no, we are actually entitled to that. I'm like, ha ha ha, no, you're not. Screw your Lebensraum, you piece of trash. So yeah, so now I'm killing him. Now he pissed me off. All right, 99 out there. Okay, cool. We took the square. Japan gets the square. They have an open spot. Oh no, they reinforced. Get in there. Our main attack is going okay here. But we have the train tracks connecting everything now. I have the tracks between Rostov and Stalingrad. It's getting repaired right now, but once it gets repaired, this front's going to get reinforced. We'll be able to get the supply. What I'm trying to do is get my forces to Kherson and cut the supply to the Crimean Peninsula so these guys can't reinforce, so my tank divisions can push through. Yeah, Skip. Yeah, no, we good. I backstab a lot of people in this save. I backstabbed Chiang Kai-shek by invading him, and then I allied with Mao and Stalin, and then I backstabbed Mao, and then I backstabbed Stalin, and then Hitler was like, oh, yeah, we are friends now. Yeah, let's kill the Soviet Union together. And I'm like, yeah, let's do that, guy. No. And then I backstabbed him. And then the Allies keep kicking me out of their faction. So I'm going to backstab them. And the U.S., if they want to get involved, so be it. I never invaded Pearl Harbor. I never gave the U.S. a reason to join the Allies. So the Allies never fought World War II. D-Day never happened. So yeah, this is a very strange playthrough, but et tu, EJ. Yeah, that's right. Et tu, Brute. Here, let's make sure our air support is getting in there. We almost got Voroshilovgrad. And then invaded Canada with Operation Honkering. Oh, jeez. Kyonk. Huge airport at Zaporozhny. Okay. Zaporozhye. Excuse me. Yeah, they reinforced on the front there. We gotta be careful. We gotta be careful this doesn't collapse. Okay. Go. Hit him. Okay. Otso Yamada-san. Okay, we gotta wait for those divisions. Well, they were busy fighting the front. They never, yeah, I don't, yeah, actually, you know what, Poison? That's a good point. It's interesting that that never happened. I'm using P-39s. History repeats itself. Wait, no, we're not the Soviet Union. P-39s on the Eastern Front. We got plenty of guns. We're positive all around except for tanks. You guys stop. Defend your position there. You're in position. Yamada-san. Banzai! In fact, everyone, go. Tenohaika Banzai! Let's go! Glorious Nihon! Nihongo! Yes, retreat with your tanks. Retreat and reinforce up there, computer. Ha 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 ha. Ha ha, and I will attack you here. And we will steamroll what's there because you moved your tank division. We just gotta be careful that these guys don't get pocketed. Which they probably will. Alright, how we doing on supply? Up here is just trash as per usual. I'm wondering if we can... Well, we got a port up there. These guys are no good. Closest supply depot is over here in Tobolsk. Okay. Sank some German convoys there. Got a bunch of new stuff there. Oh, we're working our way through eastern Ukraine here. Not bad. We did get pocketed. Those guys are pretty screwed. Taking them mill factories, man. The MILF factories, yes. It is the Ukraine. Got him. We took Kharkov. Not bad. Not bad at all. Not Bliad. Where's the supply depot in the area here? Just south of Rozhny. Oh, crap. Oh. What in the hell is King China doing? What are you doing? Wow, that was a terrible amphibious invasion. What are you guys doing? Note from the January 27 update. The AI has learned the definition of insanity and now will try to attack the same place if the previous invasion failed. Yeah, okay. We're almost there. Almost to Moscow. Nice. Cillian? What? Staff office plan. Salient. Yeah. Yeah, Mecorb, I know what I'm doing now. Oh, Bulge is in the front line. Yeah, no, we're doing okay. We took Zaporozhny, and we have Kharkov, too. These guys are getting some decent supply. I just got to redo everything in here. Can I see all your land? Sure. Don't get involved in a land war in Asia, they said. It won't go well, they said. How are the planes looking at the front? I'll give you a check in a moment. Like I said, history doesn't repeat, but it rhymes, I guess. Our massive infrastructure project out in China is almost done, too. And the more Civ factories we make, the faster I make all this stuff. Look at all this stuff that... Because I have so many damn Civ factories, we have 200 of them. Look at all this. I can build... If you have more factories, you can make factories faster. You can make everything faster. You're getting a lot faster. Why are you retreating? Don't retreat. Gotta wait until those guys are prepped. I'm gonna need to redraw orders soon. There's a lot of guys that don't have any assignment. Vologda is the next one. If we can get Archangelisk, then yeah, we'll be doing alright. New tank division. Man, this area is very developed. Like everywhere. Start building up the mill factories. Yeah, we have... It's because of the supply right there. It's okay. If I set this to truck, that should change it a little bit. We set this one to truck as well. It'll screw with the demand on our trucks just a little bit, but... Our truck demand is going to go down because now I told my supply depots to resupply via truck rather than horse, but I have plenty of trucks, so we should be okay. These guys should get resupplied a lot faster now. We still got to find the next supply depot. The next supply depot is just south of Vorozhny. Gotta wait for these divisions to get org. I wish you could get Korolev and Brown together and make them work to make anime rockets. Well, how do you think Space Brothers exists? Yeah, that's what happened. almost got to Dnipropetrovsk, but it is an enforced position and it's across the river. Oh, we got pocketed. Not good. They're trying to pocket. See, the AI is moving. They're moving south. We got to get this division out of there. See if we can lock those guys to that tile. Is the Northern Front even moving? Nah, not really. We got bogged down. I could send some supply planes or something up there, but kind of fricked, dude. There's just nothing up there. There's no infrastructure. All the Civ factories should be able to be alright here. So I'll try to build a supply depot up there, and then we'll connect the supply depot to the port. No. Doesn't want that. Yeah. It's gonna take a second to build it, though. Supply depots take freaking forever. I'll move that up to the front of the queue. If we can get supply up here, we can move through real quick. I did build a harbor up here. I have a port at Narian Mar. Hey, Dr. Death, what's up, dude? They have an entrenched position there, man. If we can take this tile right here in Kherson, we're set, man. Because that collapses this whole thing. Hey, Smirks. I have planes to move closer to the front, but there's no... Oh, yeah. Alright, we can move them closer. Hold on. Fighters. That's naval carriers. We need some close air support. I'm taking bases faster than I can manage. We gotta wait until they get over there, though. But yeah, I can move. We have some more CAS up here. But there's not really a lot of air bases for them. Right here can... No. No, you know what? You know what? Don't do that. Those planes, the reason we're low on numbers there is because those planes need to resupply. Yeah, we should build more airfields. However, I do have transport planes up here, and these transport planes can help resupply. So, they don't really have that good a range. We got Dnipropetrovsk, but we have to wait until the train tracks get repaired. The train tracks to Stalino need to be repaired. In the meantime, everything here is going to be purple. It looks like we got Kharkov, which was another supply depot. Kursk is the next one. Yeah, I've seen the Orbital Children. Yeah, they got starships everywhere. Or somebody told me about it. I haven't seen it. Nobody has any org. Yeah, we gotta slow down. I stop these guys on the north fronts from attacking. Yeah. Attaching planes, that's probably a good idea. I agree, we should... Okay, we're down on support equipment. Okay. Everybody stop. I gotta redraw. We have to redraw all the orders. Everything is just all fragmented up. Alright, so you guys. Cool. All right. It's fine, O-Force. We'll be okay. The 8 tank divisions are there. The last one's almost there. Pause to avoid movement, Gore. It's totally fine. They're all going to be moving across the front lines, guys, so we'll lose a little bit of terrain in the reorganization, but, I mean, you can't honestly expect that to not happen, you know? How's the enemy empire doing? Good. We're stalling on the in Russia a little bit, but we're all right. Yeah. Yeah, see, I had troops way down south that should have gone up north and vice versa. We're going to lose a little bit of terrain doing that, but that's okay. The reorganization should be good, and it gives us a second to breathe. What do we need? Support equipment. It just needs to be support equipment right now. We're Stalin in Russia. Yep, that's right. Yeah, we're losing a little bit of ground here, but that's okay. Once we're reorganized, we'll be all right.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
Hey, Geek. Afternoon, Officer EJ. Oh, hello. Yeah, see those guys? And see this tank division? Watch. That should weaken them up pretty good. Jeez, man. How? How is this oh man, look at that entrenchment. Gonna take a lot to break that. Yep, starting a mill fac production. Mill factory. Okay. Send some tanks south. Yeah, that's where I'm at right now, Bormus. Alright, we wiped that division. Yeah. We screwed up that tile badly. That's what happens when you nuke the tile. It, see? They can't, yeah, can't support. Come on. I don't know what Jet Tac Bomber 2 is. I don't think Japan got that far in the tech tree in real life. We ceded some ground, but once again, we should be able to take it back, no problem. Working on building that supply depot out. Should be good. What time does that supply depot finish? Let's go over to the construction menu. That train track will be completed in May. You can actually see that the track's under construction. See it right there? It's kind of like grayed out. Supply depot, 13th of July, 51. Okay. My tanks have been on the southern front, Bormus, this entire time. I'm trying to send the tanks through the Crimean Peninsula. Trying. That's the power of supply depot. How are we doing on, we're still down on tanks. We're still down on support equipment, too. I'll take a little bit away from our arty. We'll go from there. Yeah, floating. Once we're done with this problem in Europe, if the title card doesn't show up, yeah, I'm kind of doing all the Navy stuff in the background so we can, yeah. I'm causing tension, but I'm causing tension against an enemy that's their enemy, so they keep kicking me and bringing me back into the faction and kicking me. The computer doesn't know what to do. Alright, Knight. Enjoy the launch, man. Okay, looks like our reorg was pretty damn successful there. We only lost a little bit of terrain. I'm thinking about bringing... I have a defensive division here out in the islands. thinking about bringing them into the fold. I don't think we're going to get attacked over here, but then again, I don't want to take the chance either. But then again, I don't think that's going to happen, but like the reason why I'm keeping these over here in case we get an amphibious invasion somewhere, it's unlikely, but you know, they can get to anywhere on this seaboard real quick if they need to. Keep the attack going, guys. Clear skies? That's good. Good, good. We're lowering that division down. Konnichiwa, Kuro-san. Got these guys kind of worn down a little bit. Oh, hello. 223 convoys. I don't have enough. I don't have enough. Frick. I can't. Can't take that Lend-Lease right now. Alright, these guys. Nihon Army North. They have a front line, now they need an offensive line. Their offensive line is going to be right here. These guys on the south. Need to go over here. Which one was it floating? Naval secondaries? Dual purpose secondary. Cool. Supplies? We're pretty decent on supplies everywhere, Alex. Except up in the far north, and I'm building out a supply depot. Our attack date here is when that supply depot finishes, which will be in the 14th of July, so another couple months. So right now, everybody just holds the line. That guy doesn't have enough command power to do staff office planning, which is kind of annoying. I don't like this pocket. Take that pocket. These tank divisions are wearing them down. We're attacking with 2 and 2 in reserve. Yeah, we're not going to win that. Hold position. We've already cut these guys off from the supply, but they do have Sevastopol there, so tank's got to keep going. Well, that's nice. Doesn't really do me any good right now, but that's okay. Let's get Bulgaria. Oh yeah, one of my spies is captured. We have to prepare an operation. A naval invasion around Sevastopol might help. These guys are probably going to lose. I locked them into that template so these guys wouldn't get reinforced. You can lock these guys into tiles. And if you lock them into tiles, they can't move off the tile. They have to engage. They can't just run away. Man, they reinforced down there. Yeah. Okay. Alright, continue with that attack here. A lot of these guys aren't very well trained. Shoot. Okay. John Madden level analysis right there. I know. I'm upset I found a place that had the parts that I needed, so I ordered them. Then this morning I got a message saying they didn't have the part and they're giving me a full refund. Oh, well, at least you got a full refund. How is the elite Großen Panzer Division done? They're just holding this line right here, which is annoying because they're the only thing that holds against these fricking divisions, man. I've almost got the Crimean encircled, man. We really need to take it. If I could take it, that's huge infrastructure for me. So right now I'm waiting. What I'm waiting on is a supply depot up here to get finished. We need a supply depot up there in Peshora. If we get that supply depot out, then these guys up here on the front, on the northern front, they move through. They move through quick because I have them outnumbered up there. I just don't have the guns. So what I'm doing is I'm rebuilding all my supply across the board. And when that supply depot gets up and running in the middle of July, then we're good. Are you winning? You tell me. Yeah, we're doing okay. And then my cheap consumer products division in China here, the CCP division, is doing quite well. And now I'm going to build up mill stuff. We have mill factories going like crazy. They're one of them just finished. We have a boatload of Civ factories, so we can rebuild real quick. One Yamato. I don't think I have the big battleship hull unlocked. Hold on. I can make them. Nope. 1944 heavy ship hull. We got 44 carrier. Yeah, I don't have it unlocked yet. We can research it, though. My Navy has mostly been small battleships, submarines, and destroyers. It's a big Coast Guard. Didn't really need to build up the Navy too much. And the reason why I didn't need to build up the Navy too much is because of, because I never attacked the U.S. Didn't need it. Can you explain what's going on? I am Japan and I'm attacking Germany on the Eastern Front because we took out the Soviet Union. I have a huge freaking front here. Green circles are battles that we're winning. Red circles are battles that we're losing. As long as we have more green than red, we're fine. Right now, what I'm doing is I have a supply problem. Up here in Siberia, well, northern Russia, there's really not anything up there. I'm building stuff up there right now. And once I build stuff up there, these red areas where we don't have any guns, that's quite literally what that means. The supply is low. Blue areas are where we have supply. It's really hard to wage war. on top of that, you need to make sure you have the guns to give them through your supply network. So you have stock and you have your supply chains. I've stopped my front for a second here because I'm regrouping. I reorganized my troops. We moved them around. I'm reorganizing right now. Moved my troops around, spread them across the front a little bit better after we made this push into the Ukraine. And now I'm waiting until everybody has good supply. I'm waiting to build out the infrastructure to push again. These areas mean you have good supply, but you're not supplying anything. That's what this like lighter tan stuff is. Like, I don't have any troops down here in the Caucasus because there's no front right there, and Turkey is my ally, so we don't really need to go anywhere through there. Blue is areas that are where you're supplying, where the troops need supply. So you got to balance. You're basically playing Transport Fever, StarCraft, and Civ all at the same time. You're not seeing much of the Civ side of things because I'm fighting. I've been doing a lot of fighting. But yeah, we're doing okay. All my troops are moving around. So if you look, see how they have these two gauges over here? And these two gauges are those two gauges on the icons. Because I moved everything around, the top gauge is really low. What the top gauge is your organization. Obviously moving around is going to screw with your organization, right? It's going to mess it up. So because I reorganized and shifted my troops to be more even across this entire front line, we have no org. You don't attack with no organization, right? You have to have an organized attack. And then, on top of that, you have to make sure that you have the guns for said organized attack. So like these guys over here, these troops on the southern front, you have both bars are green, or both bars are, well, full. They're green, right? So that means these guys are organized and they're well equipped. And I can literally see down to the weapon what they have and their current fighting strength. This game gets pretty crazy, dude. It's pretty complicated. Can you ask Turkey for access for troops? I could, but yeah. I'll handle the front myself. There is morale, yes. See, I'm going to take these 8 divisions and attack 2. Because my 8 divisions are well equipped. These guys have attrition. They have attrition because they can't get the supply. I took railroad lines to screw with their supply. I have Dnipropetrovsk, which is a supply depot for the area. See the rail line going through it? So now I took just below that. And see how Dnipropetrovsk has this rail line that goes down to the Crimean Peninsula, and half of it's over contested territory, which means these guys are going to have trouble with their supply. But the Germans can resupply through Sevastopol. They can resupply this whole front through Sevastopol by sending ships through there, which is no good. I got to cut them off. We got to go to basically Odessa and go from there. There's a land bridge right here you can cross, which is not true in real life. I mean, there is a bridge there now, but there wasn't in 1951. These guys are holding out. They're keeping my tank divisions at bay here because I do not want these guys pushing back through and pushing around. So what I'm trying to do is invade through here, and we made it to the Volga River. I'm trying to invade through here and trying to encircle the Crimean, and I'm also trying to go up here and pincer this force up here because everybody's bogged because of supply. So send ships to the Mediterranean as well. All right. They're in Kamchatka. All right, I sent a task force out there. This is a battleship. I have a battleship, an aircraft carrier, a heavy cruiser, 4 light cruisers, 8 destroyers. They're going to patrol around here, and they're going to blow away anything that they see. If I sink their convoys going up in there, they're going to have a bad day. We have Takagi. Joseph Yoshinobu Takagi. Could there be a German fleet you can't see? You can't see. Well, we'll find out. We'll find out what's going on over here. I sent those guys that way, and it's going to take time for that fleet to, it's going to take time for them to make it out there. They have to sail a long way. Oh no. The Germans control the strait. I can't get a fleet up in there. Cancel that order. So, it looks like the Germans are controlling the strait here. Yeah, I can't make it through into the Black Sea. Who was all on the Axis? Germany, Italy, Hungary, Romania, Bulgaria, Slovakia. And then the Vichy French, too. You can see what countries they're allied with right there. Estonia, Italy, Hungary, Bulgaria, Romania, Iceland, Slovakia, Iraq, which I took out, so Iraq's not part of that equation. The Maghreb Empire, Italian, Albania, and German Latvia. They basically won. Germany won on this front. They won on the Eastern Front because I invaded the Soviet Union from the back and split them. Stalin got sandwiched. But I never joined the Axis either because I never bombed the United States. Fellas, how this save played out is I never invaded the Philippines. And because I never invaded the Philippines, U.S. didn't care. They didn't embargo my oil. And because they didn't embargo my oil, I didn't bomb Pearl Harbor. And because I didn't bomb Pearl Harbor, I focused everything over here, and the U.S. never joined the war. They stayed isolationist, which is hilarious. Careful of the buzzsaw. Yeah, of course. Mediterranean. Send them to the Mediterranean. Yeah, I suppose that works too. Yeah. I'm sending my strike force to the Aegean. Why you're not producing mechanized and replacing the trucks in your divisions? Mechanized are so much better than motorized. I don't really have enough mill factories to support doing something like that, Rex. That's all. That's literally the reason. You're absolutely 100% right. I don't really have, I mean, I suppose I could do it now. I couldn't do it pretty much up until this point. Because what I was doing is I was building up all these sieve factories here. And I was building up all the sieve factories because I need more mill factories. Germany has double the sieve and mill factories that I have right now. So I was trying to build a sieve factory so I could build up the mill factories better. Because honestly, I can attack, but I can only do it for periods of time because I run out of guns. Because I don't have enough mill factories supporting my templates that I have right now. So I know that mechanized is better, and I do have mechanized stuff unlocked. That's not mechanized. I have the half tracks unlocked, and we could make them, but I have tank divisions that need factories, and then I need to support all this crap going on right here. Supply depot is online. Now watch, it's going to take a second for supplies to get to this place, but when it gets to this place, all this will turn blue. What's wrong here? Limited by railway level. Oh no, we still got a ways to go. We can lower the autonomy of a subject. Reduce subject autonomy. We can annex China if we want right now. What do you think? Should we send Puyi packing? He was the last emperor of China. What if you upgrade all the rails to max? We could do that. Take it over. Mine. Okie dokie. We got a lot more troops at our disposal now. We just kicked Puyi out. You're next, buddy. We gotta build up. See, that freed up more mill factories, which is great. We have a couple here. Put one there, and put one... No, not necessarily to anti-air. Transport planes. There we go. We have 61 divisions? Are you kidding me? Where? Where are all this stuff? Wow. Okay. Discord, please, super quick. Can you give me a short answer here? If you can give me a short answer here if you want. It's fine, Flykin, but yeah, stuff like that, no, not fine. Everything is good except for that. Delete them for equipment. We could, Rex, or I could use it to reinforce. We had some guys that got pocketed. British Malaya wants to move troops through the territory. They want me to join the Allies. That's fine. It's not messed up at all. It's fine. Okay, we're getting to that point, Rex, where we can... Here, you know what we'll do? Let's go down this list. Go here. 1, 2. Build up these divisions. Alright, so... This guy, see, 17 out of 24. He needs more people. So... He needs 7 divisions, so... Okay. Now these guys, we have 51 more divisions. I'm just going to fill these guys up across the board here, and then we'll disband what we have left. Alright, 22 out of 30, so we need 8. You, go to him. We need 6. Perfect. Go to him. Now I just need 1 for Ando-san. Okay. And then, yeah, let's fill up here. That guy has 30, so we need 6 more. Those mountain divisions could come in handy. So this guy needs 5. This guy needs a lot. He needs 11. So how much do we have left? 25. Perfect. 13. Okay, send that guy there. And then take 2 divisions and move them over to that dude. Man, a lot of my guys got pocketed. These guys were all full, which is like, ugh. A lot of my guys got pocketed on the front and wiped, so yeah, it's probably better that we're reinforcing here. Okay. 3 divisions for him. One division there. And I think we're full across the board. We have an extra 8 divisions here. Okay. Alright, I think I don't really want to disband these guys for equipment because they have some experience. They're relatively trained. Those newbie divisions we probably could, but and it looks like some of those Manchukuo divisions were serving on the front lines already. So I probably just reshuffled troops around again, which is okay. I'm training everybody else, and they're affected by attrition, which isn't ideal, but... Alright, make a new division down here. Who do we have? That's a good commander. Muto. Need a guy with good attack. That guy's good defense. So 2221. This is 2221 as well. Alright, that's fine. You go there. And you two need a new... You guys need a new commander. Oof. Okay. I don't have a field marshal for them. Okay, I think we're doing alright. We do have more mill factories freed up. I want to put everything into those supply lines there. Or the support equipment and tanks. Wow, we got factories coming like crazy. Free dockyards, that's good. Look at all these stupid scout planes. CAS, KI-66. Train up. I want those guys training. Left click, shift left click, so we train them keep training until they're fully trained. We got a lot of scout planes. Man, they had all kinds of stupid stuff in there. Yeah, see, I have a bunch of all this junk. Supply depot's about to come online. Yep, see? They're blue up there. Now let's give the troops a second to resupply. Alright, I'm going to take them off training. Give them a second, everybody a second to get reorganized, and then we'll go. We're still short on support equipment. We had a little bit of a fight over the Ukraine. Okay. Alright, I need to move a fighter division up. Do we have any fighters here? Hirokan. Move up there. Into the Ukraine. And we have a base here that can support more air. These guys, double close air support. Provide CAS for the Ukraine. Actually, you guys go to central up here. 39 here. These guys can... what are they using? They're using the J7. Alright, excellent. Go right there. You guys, those are fighter divisions for P-36s. You guys, or P-39s. You guys go here. This is where the front's gonna need to go down here. Okay. It's not bad. We're gonna need more fighters, more CAS. We have plenty of space up here. So send those guys up there. I'm trying to just reorganize everything here. Set that to 100. This bomber division, yeah, I'm not sure what we'll do with those guys. Now what about here? Plenty of close air support. Nice. Plenty of fighters. Excellent. These 200 can go right here. You guys go right there. I got a puppy. Congratulations, Jesse. You ready for the launch? Hey, Sobin, how you doing? Sorry, I'm kind of reorganizing. We're getting ready to fight here. Round 2, fight. I'm gonna redeploy my bombers. We have strat bombers here. Get SAC on the horn. Recall the bombers. Take us down to DEFCON 5. These guys can go up here. Close air support. What are these dudes? Scout planes. Okay. Alright, merge them up. Set that division to 100. Those carrier planes have dick for range. Unless I upgraded them, we'd have to come up with another variant. So these two transport divisions here, they're very experienced. Yeah, we're pretty full. Send them to there. More scout planes. Yeah, those guys can stay there. Alright. How we doing up there? Supply depot is looking good. The only reason this is a different color is because we got a lot of troops on it. The division is still preparing. We are still engaging the Germans, yes. This is Fleet Admiral Harper. We are engaging the enemy. I'm getting ready for a really, really big offensive here. Like a really big offensive. How we doing with the Navy up here? Okay. Okay. I'm gonna have these guys go back to Rostov. We gotta wait for another couple of troops to just get in position. Like these guys all need to get in position. In the meantime, we will resupply. These guys don't have any current standing orders, so I've told them to go all to Rostov-on-Don right now. How we doing on construction? Brace yourselves. Winter is coming. I have all these extra carrier planes that we made, but they really don't have good range, so they really can't go very far. I'll set my transport planes to go up there. We're all out of telephone. Okay. Can't tell them to resupply. Get carrier planes out over the Black Sea. I can do that. Send in the Zero. Okay, you guys ready? We still really don't have that well a supply over here, but the Germans don't either. They're affected by attrition. We just gotta wait for everybody to kind of suit up and we should be good to go. Let's get the big cruiser hull right there. How we doing? I don't need fast execution on either one of these guys, because they're expecting this one. Okay. All right. Does minus 71 count as chilly? I need to reduce subject autonomy here, but I'm not exactly sure how to keep going. Infrastructure is maxed out in Manchukuo. The Iraqis don't like me very much. I don't care. Yeah, I don't care. I guess I'll build up anti-air up in there because all the infrastructure slots are taken. Yeah, look at it. Everything is freaking blue. How about infrastructure? Infrastructure isn't. We gotta build out a highway system in China. Seriously. That's what we'll do next. On top of putting in mill factories. The roads don't take as long as the factories to make. All that infrastructure should do us well. Give them equipment to reduce it? Okay. I have a bunch of M1s. We have a bunch of Springfields. We got another mill factory open. How we doing on that support equipment? Okay, so everything needs to go really into tank production, dudes. There we go. Decision. Industrial land appropriation gives +1 slot for a bit of stability. Region-wide industrial land appropriation. War support -250. Base stability -250. Adds 1 building slot to Sichuan. Yeah. I think I'm okay floating. How we doing in the Ukraine here? My fleet's wiping out anything that comes in there, which is actually pretty cool. What about air? We got air superiority over the entire front. Let me build out air bases up here. Need an air base there. Need another air base there. I'm going to move those to the front of the queue. Those won't take long to make. They'll be completed 2nd of September. Excellent. Mission control audio is active. How close are we to this launch? 3:18. Okay. In 30 minutes, we'll switch over. Let's get going. We have good supply. There's an Australian fleet at my port at Myanmar. And they're sucking up my supply, damn it. You stop this. Stop this now. Alright, dudes. I just gotta find if I have any more planes lying around. Those are carrier planes, those are carrier planes. I have these guys set to train their close air support. They can come up here. Move up to the front. Genuine question here, but would it help things if you sent a couple divisions through Turkey to help reclaim that land so you could flow ships and supplies? I can't fight against 18. Turkey's going to have to hold it. They already have a lot of troops there, so the supply there is going to be just butt. I might be able to get this. That's not a bad idea. 251, now that I'm thinking about it. I do have an extra division of guys. We have 8 troops here. If I respec them to Marine divisions, which we could do, we can change their div template to the Rikusentai, which is the Marines. Good for amphibious assault. You know what? I'm doing that. You guys go there. Move down to Sukhumi. Or move down to Sochi and then train. I want them all trained up. Train track down to Sukhumi. Resupply with trucks. Good. Alright. Almost ready with the airfields up here. Initial airfield construction is not going to take very long, and I can move whatever planes I have ready to go up to that front. Main forces are pushing almost to Moscow. Northern front is almost to Arkhangelsk. retaking the tracks to Curson. They got a lot of troops moving through here. We're getting counterattacked. We took it back. They floundered through. I don't know why they took it back, and okay, that's strange. Are they evacing? It's very strange. Battleship, baby. Let's do this. Front's remaining stable. How we doing on weapons? Plus 82k. Support equipment, trucks is good. We're green across the board. Motorized, but we're still down on tanks too. But that's okay. That's because we're fighting. Have we made it to Archangelisk yet? Nope. Not yet. Counter the counter with sink and toilet. Why not shower and faucet? That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to have these guys come up through here. I got the Australians helping me out, mate. We're moving on Archangelisk. We're producing the right one, Swedish. Oh yeah, no, it's a custom-made template, Type 61 Chi-A. It's my gas turbine tank. It goes very fast and it has a very, very big gun. They're really good tanks. They're expensive, but they're good. It's like a Panther tank, right? Like, and I know Panther tanks were very good design, but they kept breaking because they couldn't support it. Oh crap. Damn. Got manpower problems. We can't. A front like this is gonna be tough to keep going. The tank template is wrong. The tank turret is another turret. Hang on. Go to production and switch production. This guy, right here. Wait, where's the... Dude, I had this problem last time. I must have clicked something wrong. I'm confused. I'm still new to this, guys. I'm getting there, but I'm still new. I don't know what you guys see that I don't. I'll be honest with you. I have no idea what you're talking about. We switched this last time. Click on Edit Tank. Okay. This one, the create the variant, Type 61 Chi-A. Click Show Outdated. I'm super confused. Modern tank. We're making modern tank. Is the div template not looking for the right thing? I'm confused. Guys, I had this wrong last stream and someone was like, oh no, it's all wrong, and I changed it. See, if it's not the, it has to be. It's the right, 10 monitors. Okay, yeah, kick me from the faction. Tell me what else is new. Division details. It's F61 Chi A. But that, am I missing something here, or? What am I missing? No, they're going into battle. It's just they're hard to make. They're tough tanks to make, and I'm constantly fighting down here, defending off of this. That's why I've been trying to take the Crimean Peninsula. The picture has a turret. I know because I didn't have a turret last time, man. Yeah, Swedish. That's what we fixed last time. Some of these tanks are fighting with the Type 61, not Chi A. The types that's what I fixed. The last time when I first made the template, I set up the tank wrong because I'm new to this, and setting it up wrong, I basically made a tank with a modern turret and it had a machine gun on top of it, and that's it. I didn't give it a main gun. So some of these might be using outdated equipment, some of these divisions, and they'll naturally resupply. That was my. Hey, we're almost in Kiev. Did we break their line? We broke their line. Oh, wow. Have we made it to Archangelisk yet? Nope. Oh, I lost the operative. The Germans shot him in the face. Oh well. Yeah, you too, Alucard. T-minus 40, that's right. They took divisions off of here, pushed with the tanks, they moved them back over here. All we have to do is contain. We trapped a bunch of guys here. Now, they are going to get resupplied because of Sevastopol, but because they can go from these ports here over to there. And that's where they're currently resupplying. How did we sail into the... Okay. We're almost to Nikolaev South. Not bad. Yeah, they catch the supply convoys, that's right. Yeah, but a fleet made it through. See these guys? They made it through. There's a fleet there. It's a free dockyard for you, Jim. Interesting. Yeah, I'm bombing out their railway guns. We've taken Archangelisk. Nice. We're strangling them off. We blockaded them out. They can't resupply, which is good. See the boxes right there on the icon? They're suffering from attrition because they can't get resupplied. Nice. We're almost to the Kola Peninsula. Not bad. How close are we to Moscow? Pretty close. We need to break into the Crimean so I can free up these tanks. We've made it to Nikolaev South. Almost to Vorozhny, which is the supply capital. Try to take it. We are taking casualties. I am outnumbered on the fighter front there. Omae mo shinderu. Nani? See, now that we took the port, we have access, which is good. So what I'm going to do now is take the rail lines. There. We'll connect it all in. We're almost to the Finnish border, guys. We're doing real good. This is really, really working well. The Allies are doing their thing over there. How we doing on supplies, everything? Still down on those damn tank chassis, but that's okay. Got plenty of weapons, plenty of supply equipment, yeah, we should probably be careful with that support equipment, huh? Move that there. Move it up to supply equipment. Perfect. Doing good. What's the fate of Finland? I'm not sure. Not sure what we want to do. How are supplies in the area? I have been building new supply hubs, but we took ports as well. Supply is okay. It's okay. We need to take Volga right there, but that's going to be hard because it's a little far. It's far away. But we do have troops that are moving on Moscow right now, or moving close to them. We need to take Vorozhny. Voronezh. That's not. I'm not saying its name right. I saw it. Yeah, manpower's down. I am keeping an eye on it, Lafalut. Thank you. We do have some supply problems. Churasky. Every time I take a supply depot, it takes time for it to come back. Any Finnish troops at your Japanese troops yet? No. Okay. How we doing? pretty even fight right there. We don't have air superiority. It's just even, which is okay. It's all right. Build a port down by the Black Sea. I have Rostov. Oh, you're talking about over here. Yeah. Well, I have Mykolaiv too. So we should be getting decent supply in here. That railroad needs to be repaired. The Dnipropetrovsk to Kherson railroad. What's this? We're almost to Kursk. These guys can't take it. We've almost got Crimean. Kursk is a trap? Yeah, for them. That supply depot up here, look at the advance these guys are making. That supply depot made so much of a difference, dude. It gave us the supply to take Arkhangelsk. And now that we have Arkhangelsk, look, dude, these guys are making their way to St. Petersburg. Germany's screwed. They are screwed. Thank you, floating disc. Time. I see it. We have to take the port at Kerch. Once I get Crimean, guys, we'll switch over to launch coverage, dudes. Have that motorized division move towards Odessa. Oh, they found a German unit there. If I take Kerch, these guys can't get resupplied. We collapse the front and we go. And then I free up the tanks for a spearhead, which will probably end up... The tanks will probably move right here. I'll spearhead to Moscow. But we can do that later. We're moving on Odessa now. I mean, we got it. Germany ain't gonna survive this. Support equipment. Support equipment went into deficit. I'll switch some off of trucks and put it into support. Okay. He'll never financially recover from this. That's right. We have Odessa. Nice. Odessa is a huge port. That's a real big deal, taking Odessa. Very strategic. We need more into support equipment, so that's where we're going to put it. He's the Panzer King. I will never financially recover from this. Oh no. We're wearing them down. They can't get resupplied. See the lower bar? Supply is very low. Organization is very low. The only thing that's keeping those guys alive is that they have good defense. They're entrenched. Made it. Just parked on Ocean Avenue. Got a good spot for the launch. Cool. Voronezh. We need to take that. I keep calling it Vorozny, but that's not its name. Yeah, look at this. Look at that. Look at that front. Oh my gosh, their northern front collapsed. We're unopposed. They want 1,300 convoys for a bunch of support equipment. I'll take that. Yeah, our front line is an S, isn't it? Ding dong. Shore bombardment, please. Look at my Navy. My Navy is bombarding them, dude. Oh, these guys are so fricked. You are fricked. I feel bad for these guys. This is like some 6th Army at Stalingrad stuff. Gotta be cognizant of that manpower, though. I saw it pop up for a second there. Range green, mission directors, go. Just flick my eyes over and realize you're Japan. Yeah. Yeah, I'm doing quite well in this save, if I do say so myself. Dude, the Navy's coming in on the backside. We're bombarding the trash out of them. There's nothing they can do about it. That's really, really funny to me. This front should collapse very soon. They have 2 guys on the front versus my tanks. Still down on that support equipment there. Come on, we gotta get this before that launch. Are POWs implemented in the game? No, I don't think so. Hold position. I need a second for them to resupply. We gotta take Kerch, man. Maybe we could take Sevastopol. Stop! Stop! We've almost made it to the, I'm not sure which river that is. We're still down on that support equipment. Oh, they're too entrenched in this area, fellas. I need the tanks to break through. Oh, they're getting bombed, though. Did you see that? The Strat bomber came in and was like, hey, what up? Is this going well? Yeah. Hungarian, yeah, we're doing all right. Actually, yeah, we really aren't doing too bad. Their front is just collapsing. They're strong in the center, but not north-south. I'm kicking their butt on the north and the south. Go for propellant load. All right. Yeah, they were trying to escape. We took it. We took the tile. Alright, hit him at Kerch. It sucks that the port was the last thing that we frickin' took, but that's okay. If that goes below 1 million, we need to switch it to service by requirement. We took Sevastopol. They evacuated the port. Everybody, go there. Take them out at Kerch. I think they Dunkirked it. These guys haven't been able to make a dent in here. Divert some wings to the central group. Yep, they're losing guys. They're losing divisions. See the helmet flying around? Once we take Kerch, I save the game, and we'll continue the enemy conquest a little bit later. Where is the Central German rail network? I can see the rail network right there. It's pretty big. This is gonna be hard to take. We're gonna need overwhelming force. They're losing divisions. See, because there's no place for them to evac. Won't take long. Come on, horse. 2 divisions.
Discovery, go and throttle up.
Schultz, you did good. Neo, 49 months. Crimean is mine. Move the tanks to Sevastopol. We got the Crimean. Crimean, get, save. Let's watch a rocket launch to celebrate, shall we? Your tile is mine. We'll continue with that, I think, a little later. Let's see. Cast isn't up yet, but will be in a moment. Change up the title here. T-minus 32 minutes and counting. Cool. So, we have the L-87 mission, which is a National Reconnaissance Office mission, launching on a Falcon 9. This is another one. One launched yesterday. One's launching today. Another one's going to launch tomorrow. Starlink got moved till tomorrow. We were supposed to have doubles today, but I figured they'd move it till tomorrow. There's just no reason to stack 2 launches in a day. You know, the pads don't need... None of the pads that these rockets are sitting on are needed for another mission soon. So, the next one going out of 39A, I think, is... I'm not going to guess, but I would guess if I was going to, Crew 4. So there's no constraint on time here. So that's why they just ended up not doing like 3 launches in one day. Just split them over each day. It's fine. So we have L-87 today. L-87's launching out of Vandenberg Air Force Base on a southward trajectory. And the booster will come back and land. This is a brand new Falcon 9. I think, what was the serial number? We are wearing the same shirt today. Yeah, I'm on. I don't know why I wore my ULA shirt today, but I literally ran out of SpaceX shirts. They're all dirty because they launched too many times. I need more SpaceX shirts, man. 1071, a brand new Falcon 9. Got a brand new Falcon 9 today. The Kerch Strait is a very interesting part of the world. To say more, though, would be running into Rule 8 with a force even I am uncomfortable with. Yeah, Edmena, yeah. Brits fought there. The French fought there. The Germans fought there. Yeah, no, I know. Crimean Peninsula has been... Yeah. Anyway, hey, just got here. Are you saying they're launching south? Does that mean we're gonna have insane shots once again? It's south out of Vandenberg, hypersonic. So I'm not sure the lighting conditions are the same. So, dude, yeah, no, you guys are right. Yeah, no, it's a pretty strategic spot, Edmena. Like that's the reality of that. It's very strategic. The warm water ports, man. It's very central. Like, I mean, yeah, very central. You know? There's the Volga River in real life. Guys, the Volga River's a beast. I was reading about this. I had some folks from this area tell me about this river the other day. Volga River is like Mississippi River big, guys. It's huge. It is a hell of a river to cross. There's only certain spots where you can cross this sucker. Look at how big that thing is. Nope, that's Don. Where's the Volga River? Are you sure? East? Caspian Sea. Oh, that's the Volga River. Dnieper River. Dnieper River. Sorry. I got my rivers confused. It's the Dnieper River. Dude, I get the Ohio and the Mississippi rivers confused all the time. This guy's a big mother. Yeah, we have to cross that in Hearts of Iron. We kind of did down here, but we're getting stalled up right in this area here because look what's there in real life. Did I miss the launch? Nope. But yeah, I mean, in reality, guys, look at how big this front is. Our front goes from up here in Hearts of Iron, goes from up here to down here. It's 2,600 kilometer front. That's pretty big. Anyway, fun fact, quite some rocket stuff along the river as well. Yep, also nice stash. Thank you. Battle of Pripyat was a thing too. Pripyat didn't exist. Pripyat was not there. It was built in the 70s. What are you talking about? Battle of the Pripyat River. Yeah, of course. I was gonna say the city wasn't there. That was built in the 70s. Yeah. It's crazy because what I just did in Hearts happened in real life. That's what the Soviets had to do. They had to... You know what? I don't know how they took Crimean back. How the Soviet Union took the Crimean. I know the Germans had it. I don't know how they took it back. I'd actually have to go read about that. Check the mission control stream to see an awesome Falcon 9 render. It's just a render of it on the... Yeah. Yeah, this is the telemetry view. This is Slick 4. Slick 4 is on the side of a hill. You know what's crazy to me, dudes? All right, let's shift gears.